Okay, are we up and running? It looks like it. Alright. A-questing we will go, a-questing we will go, hi-ho the Mario, a-questing we will go. Hello and welcome everybody. Okay, that's still a little bit too loud. Wait. That's better. Okay. Hello and welcome everybody. Today is actually somewhat interesting. As you can see, it's not Overwatch or one of my other games. It is a game called Grand Kingdom, which is excellent. Purely excellent. It has a really simple story so far, at least from what I've seen. I haven't seen all of it yet. But the fun is kind of creating your own band of mercs. One second, let's go through all that. Yeah. Okay. So it's a really interesting battle system, which we will see in a bit, but the real fun is just in the team that you build. Because it's not the standard stuff. You can actually customize your characters a bit. Not a ton, but some. It's like, for example, this is my general crew. This is one I go out adventuring with the most. Well, at least 3 of them are. So, here you have Andrew. You know, that's kind of standard. It's going to happen. He is my sword and board warrior, and he is kind of a badass. I'll get into it later, but so as you can see here, his intro is the Knight salutes you, may we fight with honor, and if he wins, war forever. You know, it's fun. It's what I do. And then, oh, that's his stuff. That's his equipment. And, yeah. Actually, yeah, let's go to skills instead. So, this is what happens. I can actually even just show you. So, this is how the world is set up. You have movement points, which is that bottom bar. Then you have action points, which is the top. So, first... And that just did 314 damage to that stuff. So, it's actually really cool. Then you can test out here. Hold on, can I? There we go. That was embarrassing, I'm not going to acknowledge that. As you can see there, if I still have enough movement points left to keep doing actions, then I'm allowed to, you know, keep doing actions. And then this is my Total Guard, which is an ability I absolutely love for Andrew. So, any units within this green area, I would be taking the damage instead of them. Only, you aren't taking damage, you are... it's kind of like a... damage resistance, I guess? Then I can heal, and I have all sorts of stuff like that. Next, you have Vera, of course, because, you know, with an Andrew, you kind of need a Vera. Then you have the Kaiser, also, of course. And here we have Catherine. Catherine is just kind of a stand-in. I've tried playing around with a couple of different characters, but I like how Catherine works. I like how she feels. But so this is just my standard adventuring team. This is one I take out most often. But I also have the Wanderers, which consists of Satharin, of course, George the Hunter, Alake, the Paladin, and Susanna, the Medic. All of these guys have very unique playstyles, all of them have very unique abilities, and they're actually a lot of fun. Then you have the Homeland Division, which consists of Alora, Maddie, Samantha, and Sten. You have the Foresta, which is Donna, Jax, and Izzy, who is a dragon mage. She actually rides a dragon, which is why there's only 3 of them in this group. Because, you know, the dragon kind of counts as 2. You have Section 19, Fox, Molly, Henry, and Storm. And finally, the Wall. K-Max, Grunt, Annabelle, and Edwin. I also have a couple of reserves. Yeah, these guys are all in my reserves. So I have Baza, Alexander, Darling, Sophia, and Toady. Oh, and Millie. Toadie's actually a fun character. He really is. But that's actually in the Terra universe, and this one, he's just okay. But anyway, enough of the exposition and gobbledygook. Let's actually get into the game. There is a war, which I can join, and will give me a couple of extra stuff, but I'm not a big fan of that. I'm actually a fan of the storyline. Although, to give you guys just a general idea, we'll go ahead and explore one of the, like, submissions first. Let's go here. Alright.
Time to cut loose! Let's go, boss!
That is Finn, my kind of second in command, because I am actually a, mercenary captain. These are just some of my mercenaries. Ah, first enemy, okay.
I'll help you!
Love doing that. Okay, so, my Catherine, the one at the bottom, the one I moved first, she is relatively strong, and she has a good defense, but the main thing about her is that she can reach a fairly decent distance. Is that the medic? Yeah, that's the medic. Ah, the pious one, okay. So there are different, there's different medics, and each one of them have their own specific characteristics. This one is the pious one, who isn't exactly pious. She's mostly... her and the other sisters are pretty greedy. Alright. And it's really just a case of you have to pay, but they'll give you a full top-up on your health, which is very important. And it's just, you're kind of playing on a board game, as it were, and you're just kind of moving around, finding, at least in this mission. This mission is just for getting some supplies, getting your guys leveled up, stuff like that. Ooh, blacksmith. Those guys are powerful, but they are... well, they're not so much powerful, they're fast, but they also have a lot of interesting debuffs that can give an enemy. They're mostly just annoyances, honestly. Like, that's what the weapon breaks. She is able to make it so I do less damage. So Catherine, she's just a good kind of all-rounder. She's a little bit tanky, she is a little bit on the high attack side. But, you know, for the most part, it's just the fact that she can do a little bit more of a range, which is why I keep her. She's pretty decent. Then, of course, you have Andrew, who is just pretty much a really good defensive-heavy kind of guy. Now, he certainly can dish out very respectable damage, as you just saw. but his main ability, his total guard ability, allows me to do a lot of things that I probably shouldn't be allowed to get away with. Now, Vera is an assassin, and that means that she is able to do some really high damage, but her health isn't the greatest, her defense isn't the greatest, so she's really just my assassin, you know, she's my high damage dealer. And then you have the Kaiser in the back, who is my ranger. He actually does some insane amount of damage and can hit multiple targets, which is, you know, extremely useful. Where are the other ones for that? One up there. Oh, someone already got that one. Do you want to get that one first? No, you're probably going to go get that. What I'm looking at right now is these, their resources and how full they are. If you can get them while they still have all the stuff, then you get a bonus. Oh, this is a random encounter. These are just a mercenary squad. They will challenge me to a game and it's a bet. I don't always like taking this one. Ooh, this one's an interesting one. This is a bounty head. These guys are usually stronger, but I always get some sort of reward for killing them. As you can see, these guys are actually kind of tough. Ooh. And what she's doing is she's charging, which means that she'll be able to do a really cool move in a moment if she's not interrupted.
Wait a second.
Oh. So that's kind of what they're trying to do. So what she was doing was a ambush. If you get within a certain range, then you do a really cool, powerful attack. They're hard to do, but they're very useful. Now, what Vera just did was she was able to take a second turn because of one of her special abilities. Yes, see, that's why Kaiser is so powerful. I can literally have him all the way back here and, you know, shoot both of them at once.
I'm okay with you.
I've surpassed my limits!
So this is useful. This is simply just how strong your attacks are, of course. That's how much you can take, and that's how much damage resistance you have from non-magical attacks. That's how much damage you're doing with magical attacks. That one's for how much you are able to resist magical attacks. This is all about leveling up, which is a very important one to get early. This is how fast you are able to move and what order you will be the one moving, as a general. Just a really good one to have. This one is just how many skill points you have, how much health, and this one is important for a lot of your little, like, special stuff that you can put onto your character. They're not skills, but they certainly help. And the letters on the left are simply how good Andrew is at doing that. How many of these little stars he needs before he gets an extra star, as it were. And she just learned these. What's that? Yeah, see, I just got a evil drawing and 950 gold. Which, honestly, gold's kind of meaningless, at least from what I've seen. Ooh, that looks useful. You know what, I very rarely use toss down with the Stormlands. Yeah, these are for what that special skill was all about. It's these little things, which are extremely useful. What do I actually have per se? What's her... So, as you can see, she's kind of snarky. She's a bit more on the seductive side. Kaiser's, of course, rather, you know... he's not cold, but he's certainly not easygoing. And then, you know, Vera is just all about the loot. That's what she does. Ooh, can I even get over that? I don't think I can. Well, either way, let's go ahead and take out this dude. That 3 above his head simply means that he has resources, which I can take back. Which I definitely plan to do. No, that missed. Yeah, timing is kind of important in this one. Some abilities, like what I have set up for Andrew, you can just kind of spam it a little bit. But for any kind of really good stuff, you really need to be careful about your timing. You always want to go after leaders first, because then, as you can see in the top right, they have a leader list bonus at debuff, which just makes things a little bit easier. And interesting thing for my team is you can see that the leader is above Kaiser's head, but he's not my leader. Andrew is. The thing about that is that's one of his special abilities, so the enemy would more likely go after him than they would Andrew, even though he's my leader. So, you know, it just makes it better so Andrew doesn't die as much because he's on the front lines. Or, not quite as much. He's going to die. Well, he doesn't die a lot, but he does certainly take a lot of damage. But that is kind of his job as well, so... Yeah, see, I was able to get a much better timing on that one. One really cool thing is that you do actually heal up after every battle, at least a little bit, which can be invaluable. So that was a hidden enemy. You don't really get to see them, but they are still traveling around the map like the others. Wow, that's before they can even get turning. That sucks. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I honestly have to admit, I do just love this game. It's soothing, it's calming, it's exciting occasionally. Ah, hello, trader. And it's fun. It really is. I can sell. Sure. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I just don't really have much to say about this game. It's actually just a lot of fun. And I'm kind of bad at live streams, especially if it's just me the one talking. But say Levy. Actually. So one thing about the barrel dudes is you want to make sure that you actually kill them, or don't damage them too much. Otherwise they will explode and do a huge amount of damage in the area. So definitely want to be careful about them. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not overly interesting. I just don't really have anything I can say. It's a good game.
A hidden path. I wonder where it leads.
So those are hazards. They simply will pop up in your way. If you have a certain skill, you can get rid of them, but I don't. Cool, new supplies. Yeah, while you're wandering around, you will just occasionally get a little, like, mini thing, which is... It helps to break up monotony of things. Oh, come on, again. Ha! See, that's one of the kind of useful things about Andrew's Total Guard is that Vera was about to take damage, but because she was in his square of influence, she didn't. But because the trap was close enough to lead her, she did, so, you know, bonus. One of the really cool things about Vera is that she can actually go through people. Not always the most useful because sometimes you will end up going through your own guys, but occasionally it can just be extremely badass. Yeah, alright. Fire at will! One good thing is that... so Kaiser has limited ammunition, but he's really fast. But luckily when he's doing an assist, he doesn't use any of his actual ammunition. It's like free ammunition, so that's always a good thing. And also, since I don't have any morale right now and all my troops are suffering a movement penalty, just going to rest up here for a little bit. There we go. So this is a strong enemy compared to the purple ones, which were weak enemies. I don't really see much of a difference on that. Mushrooms are annoying, I have to admit. You know, I have to admit, the art style is simple, but very, very beautiful. I'm just buying all of this because, one, I have the cash for it, and two, I'm kind of curious what they look like, so... And seriously, you are not going to be strapped for cash in this game. Oh, you're the exact same guy I was talking to. Yeah, people can kind of like appear. Ah, this guy. Always accept a fight from this dude, since he'll pay you even if you lose. And literally, there's no sense in not to. He'll pay you even if you lose, so I always end up fighting him. Oh, alright. Interesting comp. You definitely want to try to take out those frontline fighters first, since they can do some of the most serious damage before you can even get a hit in. You took out your healer. Oh, I love when that happens. Yeah, friendly fire is like a big thing in this game, so, you know, be careful. Vera. Vera! Thank you. Sometimes when they're at the very corner, it's silly. Ooh, everybody leveled up, nice.
This open to me.
Oh, cat got your tongue?
Check
This is a new power.
I've crossed a threshold.
Ooh, steel Viking. Nice. Yeah, he'll usually actually give you pretty decent stuff too. But first, let's check out that skill. Now, I'm not a fan of the ambushes. They can be incredibly powerful, yes, but I just not a fan. And no, it was Kaiser, healer or something. Nope, that's actually not bad. You know, I'm going to have that instead of the long shot because that, oh, it makes lining up a decent shot so difficult some days, I swear. Just because you have to be so far back for some of the skills. No, I can't go that way. Yeah, it's just, you're kind of running around fighting monsters. Again, this is all just in this mode. There is a story mode. Now, see this, I can actually take care of because of Andrew's ability, the Wind Push. And, just like that, one more Tornado. Because magic. I'm probably a little bit overleveled for this area, come to think of it. Although, in particular with Andrew, Vera, and Kaiser, this makes a very strong team. Because if I want to, Andrew can pretty much take all the damage, Vera can do all the damage, and Kaiser can just start picking them off. And then whoever I have as my fourth can just kind of do what they want. Oh, come on. Well, at least this means that no one's going to be able to take damage. Yeah, there is also arc throwing, and she just failed her arc. Thanks for reclaiming for me.
Path looks clear. Let's go, boss.
Well, cool. Thank you, old man. Yeah, sometimes after defeating a bounty, you will get a random encounter like that, which is actually pretty nice. Doesn't look like there's anything major. Yes, there is another bounty head up there, but the thing about him is if they're just placed like that, then they are a really tough fight, and I'd rather not have to do that right now. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move to a different area. The level 18 one. Right now I'm just kind of collecting some stuff, leveling up a little bit. Those flowers can be an asshole. Yep, that's one of them. Oh no, the bad one is the flower one. Flower one. Well, nicely done, Catherine. Yeah, as you can see, Vera kind of likes to move across the entire battlefield all at the same time, so... You know, I let her. No. There we go. The closer to the center it is, the more damage we'll do a lot of the time. Yeah, sadly I end up hitting Andrew a lot, especially when I'm using Catherine. I bet he's a big guy, he can take it. Oh, there had to be magma. Why did there have to be magma? I don't actually have anybody that can get rid of the magma, so I always have to end up going around it. thief monocle? Ooh. You're gonna have to try that on real quick. Yeah, you can change equipment on the fly, so... Oh. Okay then. Aw, that actually looks kinda cute. $27, huh? Yeah, I think I might end up having to put that on there. So I think I can deal without the thief monocle. So it does look kind of cool. I like her with that red mask. Getting like her with a thief monocle. Sure. And can you do anything with... No, it'd just be a short spear. Alright. Yeah, I kinda like that. Yeah, I think it's actually kind of cool, I admit. Might have to give that to some of my other people. Alright, so it's just over there. Oh, that's one gargoyle of that. Second down, nice.
Don't let you get away!
See you, dude. But yeah, you guys pretty much get the point, and I'm sorry I'm not overly interesting. Either way, been a pleasure and all that, so I'll see you in the next one.